Chelsea through, advancing 4-3 on penalties. Taking a look at the stats after this game, it all turned out all right after the penalty shootout. We now welcome in Julien and Frank Leboeuf. Frank, Chelsea won, just.
Yes, just, and I would say with the B team, but all credit to the Saints. I think they did a job. It wasn't really a cup game, I would say, the first half, and it's because of Adam's goal that it became like crazy. And I really enjoyed the second half, and of course penalty shootout, and that was a great game after all. Chelsea went through with a new defense, I would say, no much experience whatsoever. I saw good Kovacic, a poor Ziyech, but a good Chelsea enough to go through and to win that. Just to go through.
You're looking at the starting 11 here, but it's that man Kepa I'd like to talk about. To you, Shaka, on the 1-1, was that a mistake from him?
No, I don't think so at all. I thought Walker-Peters, good exchange with Southampton, who, in my opinion, were probably just about the better team in the second half. And then that close into the keeper, he hits it with pace. And as a goalkeeper, when someone is that close and hits the ball that hard, you're asking for a little bit of luck. And Kepa just didn't, in all honesty. It clips him on the ankle and then hits him and just falls nicely for Che Adams tapping. I didn't think that was a goalkeeper mistake. My one overall take around Kepa, though, is he is so much better as a number 2 than he is as a starting goalkeeper. He looked so much calmer, so much more composed. His decision-making was a whole lot better. Passing the ball out to the back seems to improve as well, just without that pressure of being Chelsea's number 1. I thought he had a very good game. Again, I didn't think that was a goalkeeping error. To Frank's point, as much as Chelsea have made changes, I think Chelsea made 6 changes from the team that beat Norwich, Southampton, or Southampton made 7 from their game on the weekend. Chelsea better in the first half, Southampton just about better in the second, and in the end, probably penalties a fair decider.
Yeah, and obviously Kepa trying to make a mark for himself in games like this. So Chelsea are through, and that's how it stands for them. In the other game, it was Arsenal taking on Leeds. Now, there were lots of changes for Mikel Arteta in this clash. It was 9 changes to the Arsenal side than the one that he selected for the win over Villa. Only Ben White and Emil Smith-Rowe kept their places. Jules, obviously they came through 2-0 against this one, but is it one they should be taking more seriously at this stage in terms of their lineup?
I don't think so. I thought in terms of continuity and the momentum, even with 9 changes, we saw the way they played, even if it was slightly different formation, certainly until Lacazette came on in the second half, that you could see what they were trying to do, what they wanted to do. It was a good first half where Leeds had some chances, Leno had to make some good saves, Arsenal had some decent opportunities as well, but they played better in the second half, deserved to go through. But it's always good in games like this, especially when you win. I agree with you that had they lost today, we would have said, oh, he made too many changes. But certainly now that they went through, it was good to give some game time to players who don't really have much, like Nketiah, who was very interesting, although he almost missed his goal, but it's good for him to get some game time. Same for Martinelli, same for Maitland-Niles, who I thought was really good in midfield. So it's almost a perfect night for Arsenal in terms of the minutes you gave to your usual subs and keeping the unbeaten run going.
And is this a competition, Stevie, that you think they should be aiming for?
I would suggest, considering the lineup that he put out, I'm not so sure he is. At the same time, it's the ideal scenario when you do make 9 changes, and also you're playing against a Leeds side who pretty much had the majority of their first team, and then you win 2-0 at home. So it's actually perfect for Arteta and for Arsenal. However, for Leeds, this is a bit of a nightmare. You know, you put a strong team out because you're struggling to get results, and you think against an Arsenal side with 9 changes, you should be beating them. Whether you're away from home or not, you should be beating them. And quite frankly, yes, they had a couple of chances in the first half, but they never looked like scoring. And the best team won in the end.
Frank, so with this Arteta doing this, with all those changes, is it a better team than many think it is?
I'm not sure I understood your question. I'm sorry. I didn't hear.
The fact that Arteta can make so many changes like this and come through with a 2-0 win against Leeds, does this say that Arsenal is a better side than many would give them credit for?
Well, I know, you're just judging one game, you know, so making a statement, you know, after one game and 9 changes is not fair to, to football, that symbol. For me, it's a good thing. It's good for the confidence. Now saying that he's showing to the world that he has a good squad, I'm not sure about that, you know. I've seen a very interesting game, but after 20 minutes, as a former football player, I was very worried about the tactics of the two teams, where they were like cut in half with no midfielders, nobody in the middle of the park, already cut in half like you are sometimes in the cup games, you know, after 70, 80 minutes. But after 20 minutes, there were no position held. That was quite, worrying for me.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.